Sagittarius, the teacher, has now become the master. And what I'm talking about, my guides are saying you are mastering abundance, which is huge for the sun, moon, and rising sign of Sagittarius. So right now, as you go forward, and you're probably already feeling this, you feel invincible. Your energy is back. And I don't mean that you aren't having times where you're tired. There's sometimes I just can't even wake up in the middle of the night. I'm used to waking up at 2, 3 o'clock, and I go right back to sleep. But there's this revitalization of energy that's going through us right now. And it's kind of taking us up and taking us down. But through all of that, Sag, you guys have become the master of your destiny. You are moving toward bringing abundance in your life. What you want, when you need it. And that's that. Abundance is absolute love. I love where I live. I love the things that are around me. Connecting to nature is a big one. And as I was asking for guidance, I saw the beautiful red cardinal. So some of you may be seeing a red cardinal. Put that in the comment if you've already been seeing it. That is a sign from your guide saying, yes, Sagittarius. And I love that it's red, because every time I see red, it reminds me of you, a fire sign filled with passion. You guys are some of the most passionate people I've ever met. And that's because everything you do, you put your whole self into it, whether that be a career, a project, even an argument. Okay, you guys throw your whole self into that, and you are mastering abundance. So good things are definitely in store for you. Now, this doesn't mean that it didn't come without some issues. Absolutely it did. You had to go through a lot in order to master it. Remember, here on earth, we are to master love, both light and dark, okay? The positive and the negative. And as you've been doing this, this is your chance right now to enjoy the fruits of your labor, because that is hard work. There is nothing harder, not even raising children is harder than going through our own spiritual ascension journey. It shows everything, whether we want to see it or not. It's like, heck no, I don't want to see that. No, that's why I forgot about it. And then you have a session with me or someone else, and it's like, no, it's gone. And it's not. And then you are stuck having to look at it and pick this out and move this away and heal this and decipher what needs to be kept in who you are. So it's like you've been stripped down to the bone almost, stripped down to the bare minimum of who you are, so that your soul can rise back up and you can walk in the true authentic self. And that is what has brought you so much delight as you go forward. Celebration is definitely in play for the sign of Sagittarius, and that's because some form of justice has happened in your life. Justice could very well mean that you are ascending from one level to another, and you feel it. And when you feel it, there's nothing else like it. I don't mean that it's, put you on a giddy high, but it's so impactful on what we're dealing with. So you guys have got something big coming in, all right? And you're moving right toward it. Now, this card is a chariot, which represents in the tarot a vehicle, relocation, moving. But what it really is talking about, in the flip side, is that in order for the divine feminine and the divine masculine within you, that's when we move forward. That's when the student becomes the master. Because now you can walk in the full essence of your mind with clarity, your physical body being fit, feeling good, and being re-energized, and your soul shines bright. And your aura is really going to cast out, and the love that you have inside of you is definitely showing to everyone around. You may be finding animals are attracted to you right now at this time, or you will be over the next week. Has that been happening to you, where the animals are coming? Animals are flocking into my roommate and I, where we live, and a very kind person that I am staying with. And I feel I am too. And these animals definitely are saying, yes, we love you both. We want to be around you. And they're communicating. And that's what's so cool about the whole experience, is that they're communicating with you, is what I'm being shown. Now, for those of you who are new, I see it, hear it, feel it, know it. I am a psychic medium, an empath, a remote viewer, and I hear the messages over here and see the visions on this side. So you'll see me looking over there for that reason. We're going to take a look at your career, education, and projects, whatever it is you devote your energy and attention into outside of relationships, all other types of relationships. Then we're going to look at family and friends. We're going to look at a quick glance at romance, and then I will give you the real guided message at the end of this reading. So you guys, I just feel this really uproar, and it's right here, like, oh, it just feels so good. You know, like when you need a break and you go just lay on the beach, or you lay outside by the pool for just like 10 minutes and you get that uplift. Not too long where you get drained again, but it's just the right amount of time. And it is perfect for you right now, because there are big things getting ready to change. And when you see that red cardinal, it can be a red bird. It doesn't have to be a cardinal, but a red bird, a red robin. We have a lot of robins out here too. When you see that, that is the yes to whatever you were asking. So stop and think, what was I just asking? What was I just thinking? Was I asking, am I supposed to go this direction? Am I supposed to take this job or work on this humanitarian project? And the answer, when you see that, is a yes. So when it comes to the situation with your projects and your career path, your jobs, and even your education, you have a lot of opportunities. And truly, we do have a lot of opportunities in front of us. It's trying to figure out which one we want, and then finding the abundance to bring it in. And that's what I mean. The student is becoming the master, where you can bring this in on your own, and you're starting to see this. You feel this. You may have actually experienced it, where, yes, I was actually manifesting underneath the true definition of what manifesting is. So you see, like, things float around you. They're meant for you. So they're moving around you in the spiritual realm, in the unseen ethers, right? And these things are meant for you, just like this picture right here. That's how it looks when I give you your readings, right? So I can see these opportunities where you can pick one, and in each cup represents something different. And you get to pick what it is that you want. But there's some apprehension when it comes to your situation right now. You might be feeling like, this is a dream, nothing's happening, I'm manifesting, I'm working on it, and going into meditation. And some of you definitely need to start working on meditation. And that simply means separate yourself from whatever is going on and get into yourself, get into whatever is going on inside the mind, and it'll go deeper and deeper the more you practice it. And the music is very, very important. There's a lot of wonderful meditation music right here on YouTube. If you did not know that, check it out. And you can leave a comment and I'll recommend some, especially if you need to open up a chakra, open something up, you know, get that enlightenment. There's justice coming in for you. Absolutely. Justice, because we're in the year of karma, we're in the year of new beginnings. That means everything you put out before is now going to come back into you. So whatever we dished out to other people, now we are going to get the rewards of it, okay? Because we stood steady, we were on course, and we didn't waver. Or if we did, we picked ourselves up. And you guys know that a lot of you did. You picked yourself up when you met somebody over here. And some of you, this is going to be family who causes a lot of anxiety around you, but we'll get to that in just a second. We have the Queen of Pentacles. This is prosperity. This is feeling like you have built a world around you, your own life around you, a lifestyle that you love. You're more nurturing to yourself, self-love. You've healed, and therefore you understand taking good care of your body has nothing to do with the partner or the gym. It has to do with you and self-preservation. This is what connects us to the divine. So if we're out of sync within our body, it causes a ripple effect where we have a lot of difficulty meditating. All right. So this is that beautiful part of you where whoever is teaching you, whether that be listening to the positive aspects of what's going on in social media, that may be the key for some of you, where others of you have been actually working with somebody, a master in their field, or doing the work yourself. But most definitely through this, I see these projects coming in. I'm seeing one, two, three different projects. One is it's surrounded by, it looks like a farm. Okay, it looks like a farm with an actual red barn with the white on it trim and the white fence. The other one is it's a big building. Okay, it's a big building where you may be utilizing that building for whatever this humanitarian project, this project that you're working on. It doesn't have to be for humanity. However, it will eventually become that way because that's part of your soul purpose, right? So it's like you're putting out a lot of energy and effort into this. And the third one looks like it's in your home, something you're going to be doing in your home. Now, it may be for some of you, your job is your soul purpose, while others of you, they're separate, okay? Some of you are retired, and this is what you're going to devote your time to because you're bored, or just because you feel the calling inside. And that calling, again, is becoming a master of our mind, body, and spirit. So it's very positive energy that's coming in around Sagittarius, which I truly like to see because I have been seeing a lot of people transfer. I mean, they are completely different than who they were. And I watch people who were already up here going backwards. And that's what's going on right now. So becoming the master of your own destiny, creating abundance is a big deal for you guys. Now, when it comes to this anxiety, okay, and just the fact that you are moving into this new direction, you got the World card in the beginning, okay? It could be travel for some of you, maybe afoot, where you're going to be traveling, and through the travel I'm seeing safari. You may be going to Africa, you may be going to a jungle area. I see a lion, I see a cheetah, and a giraffe. So it's like you could be going to the Lion Country Safari in California. Whatever it is, there's this beautiful energy, a cross energy, where if you look at them, I don't mean get up close, okay, don't hurt yourself, but if you look at them, you can see through them and you can read their mind, right? It's like you know what they want, you know what they're thinking, and they're not trying to harm you. There's this beautiful connection, okay? And you may be looking at photographs right now of these type of animals, particularly the ones I just mentioned, where you're feeling that call to get involved in that type of a field. And it is going to be very, very prosperous, not just abundant, but it's actually going to bring you money, even if that wasn't what you were looking for. Some of you are going to get a grant, a certification. You're going to get the degree that you were looking for. It is May, after all. A lot of people are graduating, so that makes sense as far as that degree. But we go beyond that because the use of the knowledge, the use of what you were taught, now you become the master, and you're going to teach this to other people, and you're going to make huge strides in the world as long as you continue to follow your soul purpose and not get detoured by others. So this anxiety that I'm seeing, this fear, this wondering, is this the right thing? A lot of worry. Am I going to get this degree? Am I going to get the certification or the loan? The answer is yes. And I just saw a flash of my guide right over here. And that is a big sign for me. And they've been everywhere. So you might be seeing little orbs. They kind of look like a firefly, but they're super quick. They're really quick, and you'll see it, and they kind of move around like a firefly. There's a lot of fireflies out here in Texas. It's very, very cool. But Sag, this is a big, beautiful moment where the justice, again, everything you put out is on its way back to you. And I see it like a steadier flow. And then I see it move sideways, and then I see it come back around. So you may even be feeling like there's a little side step, or there's about to be. That side step is meant for you to look at this situation closer, make sure that you're feeling no more worrying or anxiety, okay? Because this can make that flow go off to the side. So letting go of all the negativity, you do have a lot in front of you, and it is going to be a lot of work. So making sure that you are eating right, sleeping right, exercising, these are big deals. Let's take a look at your family, okay? Again, I feel like your family has a lot to do with this anxiety that I'm talking about. We have the Prince of Swords on the bottom, who fell on the floor, and you may have told this person to hit the road, particularly if they are an Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. You may have said, yeah, no, I'm done. You have a lot of people around you, okay? You've actually got 3 people around you. 2 are younger and 1 is a little bit more mature. But the point is, with these individuals, regardless of 2 of them, are stubborn. They're very stuck. And I'm talking to one of the most stubborn zodiac signs there is, right? Fixed. And yet these people were more stubborn than you. They didn't want to hear you. They didn't want to hear your story. They don't care what you're doing for work. They don't really, they look at, he doesn't care about what you're talking about. When somebody does this, they don't care. They're not listening. You're wasting your breath on somebody when they do this. They're not paying attention. They've already made a judgment call in their mind, and that might be who you've been dealing with. And that's the type of energy that I mean, that's creating the anxiety. So if they're still around you, then you've definitely got some things going to take place, because you've got the Tower card when it comes to family and friends. Whoever these people are, everything is changing, and you may have really felt that between the full moon and the new moon. All right, between that time frame, you may have felt something's got to give here, something's got to change, and it is getting ready to change if it has not already. Has it happened in your life? Leave us a comment and let us know. There's something about this, whether they're Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, or any of the air signs that I'm speaking of, there's something about them that feels like jealousy. One of them may have been jealous, especially if it was a friend, particularly a female friend. Whoever this particular individual that carries a lot of feminine energy with them, I'm hearing they don't think you deserve what is coming your way. So you earned your degree, and now you're going to become the master, and they're like, you don't deserve that. And you may have even heard them say something along that line. And that's what I mean, kind of glance. Don't stay in the past. We only use it as a guideline on how to be present and move forward. We never stay there. So it's like glance back and see, make sure, if you're not sure, make sure there is nobody around you who's been doing this. If you've been feeling a lot of anxiety, a lot of oh, and the moon itself, the new moon itself, was bringing a lot of high anxiety around. I was dealing with that, but it wasn't mine. It was my family's. It was a family member in my family, which could very well be what's going on with you, where I know it was them. I could see them. They were showing up in my dreams, and it's like, yep, nope, go away. Nope, I'm done. I'm done. It's been too many times. Forgive you. I just don't want to accept them back in my life, and it's okay. It is okay. So whatever's going on in this situation, these changes are going to lead you to become aware of how powerful you are as an individual when it comes to setting boundaries in your life and changing your own path that you are walking right now. So it's very, very positive. Now let's take a look at romance, and then I'll pull that last guided, I'll tell you the last guided message. So I hope you guys are doing well. And, you know, again, I was feeling this energy of It wasn't really panic, but it was like, so downloads, a lot of downloads are taking place at the time that I'm recording this and the 2 weeks before. You may have been even going through that type of situation. But whatever it is, you definitely could feel that energy shift that I talk about. I talk about the energy shifts because everything is energy. All of us are energy, right? Our soul is energy. And we connect to others as we go forward. There's the boundaries. That boundary that I was just talking about may very well have been with your partner. You have the sign of Aquarius here. Okay, so if you are dealing with an Aquarius, you may definitely have had to set new boundaries with this particular person. I feel for some of you, there is something that needed to be revealed. Pushing them back, like I said, I'm an Aquarius, right? And I pushed a Sagittarius back. It's like, no, it's not you. But I pushed somebody back, and I did it energetically, creating boundaries, creating a new plan, and putting the barricade around you so that you can stay focused and hone in on exactly what you are meant to do. And it is really going to be big, because your beautiful inner the red associated with the zodiac sign of Sagittarius, the fiery energy, the passion associated with Sagittarius is coming through loud and clear. How many of you are feeling a little bit re-energized? And again, that doesn't mean you're fully, you might still have some tired feet or you might still be sleepy, but overall in general, your vibration is higher. Can you tell your energy vibration is higher? So some of you have been really intuitively guided on how to handle this situation with your person, okay, and making changes. And I feel it's actually going to go in a really good way. All right, Nine of Pentacles is saying you feel amazing, okay? This is the card of the teacher, by the way, in the tarot. This is you saying, I've got it all going on right now. Remember when I was talking about the Queen of Pentacles, who has created an environment that they love, that absolutely is you right there. You are talking to the bird, and by the way, the bird is, what is that, an orange bird? No, I think it's a fox. Oh, you got both. You got a bird, a fox, and a butterfly on here, and they're all the orange red color. And that's what I mean. This is going to be your synchronicity for this next month, and use that to your advantage. So if you've been seeing those little critters around, again, leave us a comment, because it's going to be a really big deal for you. Just get excited when you see it. If you are planning on fixing this relationship, you're going to do great, and your partner is going to be on board, because I see both of you are putting in the energy and effort on this particular situation. Now, there's a lot of healing and growth that you went through. It didn't come without a struggle, and I feel some of you were separated from this person 2-3 years. It could be months, but it feels much larger than that. Feels like years, where there was this divide. Now, that doesn't mean that they were out of the house. It may have been in the house, but there was definitely a division between the two of you. Not seeing eye to eye, not on the same page, but you worked through it. And a lot of my clients are working through their relationship issues, which is huge. That's big. It's beautiful, because the openness that I'm seeing around Sagittarius is what is allowing this beautiful abundance, all of the mastery of what you've been learning about your mind, your body, and your spirit. This is what's taking place in the zodiac sign of Sagittarius. So it's very lovely. Those of you who've been wanting somebody new, your wish is going to be granted. Pay very close attention to what's going on around you. When you see the animals coming toward you, know that you have a glow. This glow around you, we can call it your aura, but this is your spiritual glow, lights up, and it is like a beacon calling them in. Okay, like the porch light and the moths come flying in, but it's not moths you're bringing in. Well, maybe a couple, but see, you're in a great position where you can identify if it's a moth, and that's what this is about right here. where you can identify them, where your intuition is in a higher place than it's been for probably 2 to 3 years for some of you. Again, they're showing me 2 to 3. So this is just an incredible time right now, especially if you're traveling. You may very well be getting ready to meet somebody, and they're showing me like a restaurant in the airport, a restaurant, not eating on the plane. Okay, even if you're traveling international, it's not eating on the plane, but they're showing me a restaurant where you're talking to somebody, and that conversation winds up turning into something much bigger than you anticipated. So let's take a look at your last card, and then I'll give you the guided message that comes with your reading today. I am helping you heal physical challenges in yourself and others. You are a healer like me. What a beautiful, beautiful message to end this with. Your guides and guardians around me right now, they want me to share with you this message. We helped you go through each and every problem, stepping over one stone, and sometimes you even tripped and fell. We were there for you. And even though you may feel like crying at this moment, you're crying because you did it. You accomplished the things that nobody thought you could. But yet you knew that you could because you knew we were with you. Keep calling us in. We will be there for you. We will help you achieve your greatest achievements that you could possibly have in this lifetime. We will help you reconnect and connect to people, places, and things that are meant for you. You are the leader in your life. You are the master, and you are going to spread this mastery with others throughout your community, throughout your families, and throughout the cosmos. We will be there with you. Okay, you guys. Thank you. I hope that helps you. Much love.